This is a show that doesn't have anything to do with board games. I might mention board games, I might even mention their names, but as a whole, the show doesn't have much to do with that thing, you know. Instead, it's all about oat milk. Oat milk. So, recently, I did some vegan, gluten-free scones. They turned out okay. I mean, people enjoyed them. They were just a little bit heavier than I wanted. So while I was getting the stuff, I was thinking, okay, I'll make a batch and then I'll, like, okay, Alan and Charlie, Paul, and I had this amount. I'm going to, that was 3 people. Okay, we're 9 people, but that's 2 meals, maybe. And then I was forgetting that there would be all the other things. And also, my scones were not quite as majestic, as magical as Charlie Paul's. But that's okay. They might be better. Long story short, I thought I was going to need a lot more ingredients than I did. And as a result, I have a lot of buttery flora and 6 different packs of oat milk. I'm going to go through them and taste them and tell you what I think about these oat milks. Maybe I could... Nah, that's probably too messy. Let's carry on like this. Dooba-dooba, dooba-dooba. I'm separating the ones that don't have much left. Let's start with the ones that are basically still full. This isn't any reflection on the quality of them, just how convenient they were for people to grab out of the fridge. So this is Oatly. Yeah, it's definitely oaty. It's got some sweetness. It's got like a bit of thickness. Like, it's interesting because cognitively, I know this probably has oil in it, and then because of that, am I tasting an oiliness, or is the oiliness actually something I would taste without that knowledge? Let's see what's in it. Mainly water, 10% oats, rapeseed oil, dipotassium phosphate, minerals, calcium carbonate, potassium iodide, salt, vitamins D2, riboflavin, B12. Okay, so like B12's good because that's something that vegans and vegetarians might not be getting enough protein. And if you're using milk in the way that other people use milk, maybe some vitamins in there is good. Like, it's high smoothness, there is a bit of texture to it. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to review milk. This would, if that was my first board game, it would be like Carcassonne. Yeah. This one tastes grittier. I mean, I don't think grittiness is something you want in an oat milk. This tastes like, I don't know. This tastes a bit... This tastes... Honestly, it's more textured. I do like textures in food, but here it kind of catches at the back of my throat. I'm not enjoying this. It tastes also sweeter and weaker at the same time. Okay, interesting. So this has very few ingredients. So this is actually a lot better for you, I guess. Because, or is it? Because, I mean, vitamin pills are good for you. So it's water, 11% gluten-free oats. Then you've got coconut cream, organic coconut cream, and salt. Everything's organic. I mean, I guess salt can't be organic. I don't know. But yeah. Le avoine sans gluten, crème de coco, sel. Anyway, I mean, it sounds like what they've made is something very healthy. There's no oils, but I'm not the biggest fan. Oh, I'm getting a bit full. I should do the not Christmas dance. Do 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 do, not Christmas. Do do, it's not Christmas. Do do do, it's not Christmas. So I do a dance. Hey. So yeah, I'm going to share a wee bit about my personal life. Oh, this one's got a bit of a creamier colour. Can you see that? Okay, let's see what this is all about. Okay, this is definitely smoother than the second one. It's the one that tastes the most like semi-skimmed cow milk to me. Look, I believe that there are people that if you put substitutes like they wouldn't tell the difference, but this whole I was going to say this is kind of the most like milk. That shouldn't, like cow milk, that shouldn't be a goal, that shouldn't be an objective, but I'm just using it as a what's the word looking for, not saying it as a good thing nor as a bad thing, simply to give you context into what it tastes like. It's clean, it's kind of oily. I'd say it feels like the most oily of the ones so far. It's maybe like got that little thing of, oh, you've had milk and you can sort of feel stuff on the back of your throat. Do you know what I mean? Like you get that kind of, oh, it's filming on the back of my throat. So this is from Lidl. It's 10% oats, vegetable oil, sunflower and rapeseed, calcium carbonate, dipotassium phosphate, salt, vitamin D, B12, riboflavin, and iodine. So, I mean, I would honestly have that. I'm going to go back to the Oatly because just to get an idea of how that compares, just a tiny bit. I'd say this is definitely frothier, creamier. This one actually, the barista edition, I don't know if it's because they make it so that it can be foamed real easily, but I'm definitely finding that this one, how can I put it? It's like the density and the fluffiness. It's not quite whipped cream, but it's like that almost, but with less fattiness and overbearingness. I don't know. Okay, Mighty Ultimate Oats Barista, created with professional baristas. I mean, poor baristas. Hopefully, the baristas were, agreeing to be turned into milk. Yep, that's also good. It's got a little bit more grain than the Oatsley, I think. It's got a little bit more sweetness. I think that between the lots, it's like kind of, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's not much in it at all, to be honest. I mean, all these milks, like, out of all four of them, there's only one that I could definitely say I would probably. What I'm basically saying is that I'm not sure I could tell the difference between these two. I'm not sure I can. That's the reality of it. So the next one that we're going to have is also a barista blend, Califia Farms Oat. I mean, if these were games, they'd probably be like a trick-taking game. Like, you need to understand them well. Like, not one of those modern trick-taking games with like wide variations. They'd be like, the old ones where they kind of blend into much of a muchness. This is way before her. And then it's like, oh, they're all good, but I'm talking rubbish. They aren't like trick-taking games at all, or are they? I'm just basically trying to say these two are very similar, but this one's not at all. This one's got a bit more sourness. This one's got a bit more. There's definitely a stronger taste here. I don't know if it's stronger taste of oats or stronger taste of. It's not oily at all. That's interesting to me. Mm. Water, 10% oats, rapeseed oil, dipotassium phosphate again, calcium carbonate, tricalcium phosphate, sea salt. Maybe it's a sea salt that's bringing more flavour into it. I think that's what it is. It's got salt in it. It's, of course, it's going to have more flavour. So drinking it neat like this is definitely the nicest one. But then, if you already have a lot of salt in your diet, is that an issue? Like, I don't know which one I'd actually buy if I bought them again. Like, probably the Lidl one because it's cheap, and if you're having it for cereal, oh, I don't know, they're all. Maybe go into a shop and see if any of them are on deal. Oh, so the last one, Barista Nordic Oats by Jörg or Jord. This is definitely actually creamy. They are right. They say it's rich and creamy. And it is actually quite creamy. I mean, my stomach is pretty feeling full from all of this milk, oats milk, but I will say that definitely, out of all of them, this is probably the sweetest. I mean, what does being creamy actually mean? Does that mean that it reminds me more of cream, as in it's thicker, it's sweeter, it kind of feels like maybe there's a bit of air? I mean, we're comparing milk to cream. That's the main difference, right? That is probably actually my favourite in terms of taste. Not looking at any of the ingredients, I'm not going to do that for you. But okay, it's water, oats, 12%. That's the highest oats. You've got rapeseed oil, maize fibre, salt, and that salt is quite high compared to anything else. And the only other one that had salt in it was this one. That was probably my second favourite in terms of taste. Anyway, we carry on. Potassium phosphate, potassium citrate, gel gum. Maybe it's something that's bad for you that makes it tastier. Vitamin D, folic acid, vitamin B9. Interesting. Not B12. Okay, so definitely this is my favourite. Then this one second. And then these two are the same. Right, this isn't going to work. Let's bring this down, okay? This one is my favourite. This one's my second favourite. These two I can't choose between, but oh no, that doesn't work because you don't see them in the camera. So there's space between those, but not between this. Then I'm going to have a little bit more of this quickly to check the Lidl. It's very nice. And this one. Yeah. Okay. This is my least favourite. Might not want to have again, but I'm going to keep drinking it just because I've got it, and I'm sometimes I'm attracted to things. It's a perverse pleasure, and just like you've got to enjoy like the whole variety of what life gives you. You can't just be enjoying the joy, because then you forget how amazing that joy is. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you want to kind of be like, hey, let's just remember what bad things are like, and then we can enjoy the good things more. Anyway, so bad, horrible, Good, good, nice. Oh my gosh, this one's lovely. That is my final opinion. Bye bye, bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Do 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 do. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye.